Gord, nice to get production out of the guys that you hope to rely on this year, Levo, Abbott.
Yeah, they're guys that we count on those guys to sort of drive our offensive engine, and it was good to see them score goals. They both had opportunities later on in the game too that you'd like to see them bury, and in the future they're going to find a way to get those timely goals that we need.
Did you feel that there was more offensive production, more offensive opportunities in this game?
Yeah, there was compared to last night. I think last night really got bogged down in the neutral zone quite a bit. And tonight was a little more offensive. Probably not as much as I'd still like to see it. I'd still like to see our execution be better. I think our capabilities are there, and we're maybe rushing plays or maybe rushing our decisions on what plays to make, and I think we could be a little more selective in the way we shoot pucks and when we're passing them.
Do you think that's where it went sideways in the third, rushing decisions?
Yeah, and again, give Hamilton credit. Like they're extremely hard back pressure type team, and they forced us into making those type decisions. But we also got to create time and space for ourselves by whether it's puck support, somebody coming over and giving a good pass option, or just reading where that danger is coming from behind and getting a sense of urgency with the puck.
Brad Ross took some sort of hit the first period. Do you have an update on him?
It was just a lower body injury, and he was unable to finish the game. I guess we'll get further evaluations here after or tomorrow morning. We'll see how he is.
You rotated some lines. It was after he was gone. Was it because of his absence, or were you looking for anything in particular?
Well, sometimes when you're looking for an offensive spark, you throw some different combinations together, and if you see somebody that's maybe showing a little bit more jump, then you try and double shift him, and gave us the opportunity when Brad was out.
One of those guys that was being double shifted at times is actually David Boral. I know he hasn't been producing much. I know that's not his number one job, but you're sort of at a point where you kind of want to see more from him in secondary.
Well, secondary scoring for sure. We mentioned the guys earlier, that we're counting on for offense, but also these other guys have capabilities to score goals. And David's a guy who's got talent, and when he creates space for himself by going and driving nets, creating turnovers with the forecheck, taking it to the net from down low, and that's where he can get his offense and try to get his legs going a little bit more by giving him more ice time. And I guess it's the old chicken and the egg theory. You got to earn those opportunities, but sometimes you got to afford those guys more ice time to get those opportunities.
Or the power play is dead last in the league. A conversion of 7 goals for I believe it's 73 opportunities. What's been the biggest issue in your mind so far that's prevented you guys from scoring more power play goals?
Well, I think our execution, again, I talked about it 5-on-5, is our execution's got to be better. But also, I think sometimes, when you talk about those kind of numbers and guys start seeing that and they start pressing and they start doing things outside of the structure that we want, and 9 times out of 10 that doesn't work, and it ends up going down the other way on icing. So we have to convince these guys to just stay with it and simplify it, get pucks to the net, and those are some of the themes that we've been stressing to the guys.
Garrett Sparks has struggled since his return to Orlando. He's played 3 games, allowed 13 goals and just over 50 shots. Is there any plans to send Peter Greco or Rick St. Croix down, maybe just have a talk with him and do a little bit of working out?
Well, we've had constant communication with the coaches down there. Piero's already been down there 3 weeks ago, and his plan is to go down again very soon. And it's something that we know what Garrett's capabilities are, and if he's not playing up to those standards, then we got to find a way to get him to that. So, and something he has to take ownership of his game too, and find a way to get those numbers up, and also help his team win.
Power play struggles. I mean, does it maybe come back to the fact that you guys aren't earning that many power play opportunities?
Well, it does seem like every night that we're on the wrong side of the power play opportunities, and you know, sometimes you have to force teams to take penalties on you by moving your feet and driving your legs, reverse hitting guys where they're reaching in and taking penalties on you. But you know, on the other side of it is we can't be taking those type of penalties ourselves, and sometimes when you are taking that amount of penalties, it takes away from your offensive momentum too, and so you know, those are things that we got to rectify.
Just hoping to get an update on a few of the guys that are injured. Peter Granberg for one.
He's back skating, and you know, he's ahead of schedule as far as his progress, but you know, we don't expect him back in the immediate future. He's lower. Yeah, same thing. Accelerated progress there with it, and you know, he has not started skating as of yet, but you know, it's one of those things that he's doing his work in the gym, and he's very diligent in that, and hopefully we'll get some positive news on him soon. Colton's he's very close. You know, it was a matter of sort of getting through some initial pain with him, and now we're getting his conditioning back to where it needs to be, and he might be an option for us very soon.
Ryan Rupert's had 2 points in the couple of games that he's played here so far since his call for Orlando. What are your thoughts on how he's played so far?
I like what Rupe's added to our lineup, specifically in the face-off circle. He's been really strong. He's won a lot of draws in the defensive zone for sure, and you know, he's a guy that can make a pass, and he's still adjusting to the speed of the game at this level, and you know, I think he's a smart hockey player that he'll adjust as time goes.